how do you manage the band to keep the passion for the music going? Because you're touring, you're putting out albums, I mean, obviously there's a love for the music, but as progressing over the years, and I know you've had the band for several years now, you've got people coming in and out and stuff. So what does it take to kind of keep a quality, right? I mean, it's not just about keeping the band together, but also the enthusiasm and the sound kind of like the same, right? So how do you go about managing that? How do you, if any other friends who have bands that, I don't know if you have any conversations about this, but what are some things that you do to kind of keep the quality that you want while maybe there are shifts and changes and but keeping it together so you get the sound that you want, right? Because at least from the music that I've heard and the songs I've heard, if you take out one of those saxophones, I feel like, you could probably make do, but I feel like you've really crafted it so if you have all those elements, it's perfect kind of a thing. And I've really enjoyed it, so I'm curious.
I think in my experience with bands and people that I know, talking to other band leaders, when you have a band that's maybe certain duos, trios, maybe quartets, will be more collective. But I think if you have a larger band, you really need a dedicated, strong person driving the bus. Yep. And that's me. So right. I have really, I don't know, I try to give my band members everything that they need in order to do their best for the band. But I think if I don't know if that would keep going if I was not in the picture anymore. It's kind of one of those things where you just need somebody to chart the course of musically and professionally, career-wise, what are we trying to do? And then, of course, then it's a question of, is everybody in the band down? And right. Then you have those questions of, people leaving and people coming on board. But I think it all stems from that band leader that keeps things going.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's not to downplay the contributions of the band members at all, because they do a ton of work. But it's definitely that has to, I don't know, I think it can't be a total democracy. The band Gramps the Vamp early on tried total democracy, and we didn't get very much done. and so slow, it went through a few different stages, and eventually everybody who was down was on board with that program of, okay, Max is kind of leading this, and we're going forward with that vision. And then I'm super lucky because when that happened, and over the past 5-6 years that's been the way we've done things, all the band members have embraced that vision, and now it's almost I don't have to tell them this is what we're doing. They just get it. And then it kind of has this life of its own. But I still kind of have... Someone still needs to be in the steering wheel, I think, if you have this large of a group.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep.